Welcome to the Chaos Makes Sense podcast, brought to you by SmarterChaos, where online performance marketing is all they do. Now, here's your host.
It's a great day, I'm feeling good. Oh.
Hi, I'm your host, Kimberly Henry, and I'm here with Matt Frary, Chief of Chaos from SmarterChaos, and guest Laura Cruz, Director of Client Services for Inspire Video. Today, Matt and Laura will be answering the question, does using video in email work? Now, before Matt and Laura join us, just a reminder that if you have questions or require assistance with your online performance marketing, you can reach Matt and the team at SmarterChaos.com and on Facebook at Facebook.com/SmarterChaos. Matt, as always, great to be talking with you.
Hey, great to be talking with you and Laura. Glad to have her on the show.
Yes, Laura, welcome. Welcome.
So, here's a little ditty that I bet you didn't know, Kimberly. Laura was one of our first employees here at SmarterChaos. Did you know that?
Oh, wow, and she's still speaking to you. That's a good sign.
It's a great team. I love them still.
Or maybe she's speaking to me after all these years. You never thought about that.
Uh-huh. You've made it up to her.
She's finally speaking. But, you always ask me what's going on at SmarterChaos, and, I'd like to put this in perspective. When Laura first started, gosh, that was probably 4 years ago, Laura?
Is that what it was now?
I think
I would
so.
say
Maybe 3.5 years, something like that.
Yeah, about 4.
Yeah, I mean, we were a couple guys in a basement.com, and we had just a few clients. I mean, I think we could have counted them on one hand, and we were lucky, extremely fortunate to have those few clients. But here we are 4 years later. Laura's back on, Laura's on the show, and we're in our over 20 podcasts now. We have, more than 70 clients. We are, 15 team members. And I'm just so proud to have Laura on the show and be able to say, look how far we've come, baby.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt. And I always love hearing about your updates whenever I see you guys at the shows, just to hear about the clients you're bringing on and just seeing the members from the team, because you really do have an excellent team there. They're just great.
Well, thanks for saying that.
Yeah, they're great. I love hanging out with them.
It's always good when somebody you've worked with and worked for gives you accolades. So good job.
Yeah, that feels good. That's why we do this.
Good job.
That's all we've really got is the relationships, right?
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, before we dive into business, is there anything else going on at SmarterChaos that you want to update us on?
Not really. I mean, we've been really digging the trenches deeper here. We've been working on our processes. We've got so many systems that we use now, Basecamp, Evernote, Impact Radius, Forensic, all the different affiliate networks we log into, so there's so many different systems. And what we're doing now is we're retooling just the entire structure of our agency so that we work in more of a team mentality, so that if you come on as an advertiser now, we have an entire team that runs your account. And so that structure has taken a while to string together, and this week we're really launching that. So that's the big thing going on this week.
That's an awesome resource, because you can't be an expert in everything.
No, and when you first start out, any company, you almost have to, as a sole proprietor, all the way up to 4 or 5 people, and you're managing a client's account, you're really a consultant and you have to be an expert at everything. But when you build an agency and you build teams, you kind of spread the workload and get to have people that are more experts in certain areas. So It's pretty exciting.
So, Laura, this is a question I think a lot of us struggle with. Why should you try video with email?
Well, I think a lot of times, we just got to look at engagement and how we can engage better and more with the people on the other end of the email. So this applies to people with newsletters, with a small list, with, even mass mailers that, it's getting harder and harder to be a mass mailer. But when you can really focus on who your consumer is and really reach and engage with them, video is by far just a way to do it.
I think it's an interesting medium because it's gone from being an interruptive medium, and I'll explain what I mean by that, to being a kind of a social medium, or at least an interactive medium. And I think this is a really cool topic, and I know you knocked it out of the park when you did this or at least I heard you knocked it out of the park when you did this, presentation at Affiliate Summit here in Denver. But, a lot of times I always categorize different mediums as either interruptive or interactive. And what I mean by that is if you're just going about your day and someone spams you, quote unquote, because we use that term a lot, but someone emails you, they're interrupting your day. And so a lot of times with an interruptive marketing technique, the person didn't expect it. It wasn't their moment of intent to interact with you at that point. So email's always been a super hard thing to nail down, but I think you're bringing up such an amazing angle. When you add video to it, it becomes less interruptive. It becomes more interactive.
And I love how you said it. You actually bring up another point in that you're talking about desktop users. Then in that regards, it's interruptive marketing. But now with email, you're going to see a lot of the viewers of that email are probably on mobile devices. So this can be over 50%, if not 60% of your list may be viewing on a mobile device.
Is that how high it is?
Yeah, it's crazy high. It is crazy high. Like if you are, just doing traditional mailing where it's like, here's a newsletter, blah, 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 and it's not responsive and mobile ready, you are really hurting yourself there. Regardless of that, if they're on a mobile device, they are sitting down at a specific time. They're interacting with their email on a whole nother level. So they're checking out what's there. Right. It's time that they're dedicating. Although, Matt, it's the same amount of time. It's just a different device.
Right. But, the issues you have to deal with in marketing, email marketing specifically, warming up your IP addresses, making sure you don't hit spam traps, making sure that your list has been hit in the last, 30 days or whatever it is.
Right.
Making sure that you have the right creative, you have the right offer, you got the right payout for the offer. And now we're talking about that we have to be concerned that if you don't, just think of all those different percentages for conversion that I just mentioned. Now we add a whole nother percentage of if you didn't think to make your email reactive or interactive on a mobile device. Oh, yeah. Now we have, let's say you just cut out 50% of your list right there, 50% of your conversion.
Well, it's not hard to get the coding correct. It's just don't stick a freaking image up there and expect it to work. Just have a, CSS coded, responsive layout and use that. So, there's a lot of ESPs out there that can handle that. So you could either set up, some of them will have, if it is on a mobile device, it will send out all different creative. Or
so your ESPs, you're talking about email service providers.
Yes. But Matt, and as a side note, as an agency for your advertisers, let them know that if they do any kind of email marketing, that they need to have mobile ready creative. Because I can't tell you how many times I log into like affiliate networks and take a look at the creatives, and they're like from 2003, right?
Well, most of the time when we ask for email creative from any advertiser, we just get a big image, not even sliced and diced, no HTML behind it.
And you know what? The networks put it up there. The networks put it up. They're like, here you go.
Right.
And so actually that's what got us into using video with email is that we had to create our own creative. So when we took control of that, because we had to, there's no way you can send that out. When we took control over that and started to play with it ourselves, that's how we really discovered some more of what can we use. And
well, let me ask you this: can you see when a user watches the video in your email?
Well, so let me rephrase that in video in email. So there's 3 different ways basically that you can get some kind of video within the email itself. Because now you have to deal with browser compatibility and all that kind of good stuff. So what I really recommend and what we do ourselves is we use a image thumbnail. So it appears like, it has the play button overlay. So it's more compulsory. Is that a word? People are more compelled to click on it. Go with it. I just make up words. This is industry slang. Okay. People are more compelled to click on that because they want to play the video. When they click on it, then it goes to the landing page with the video. And that's what we do. And then, of course, if we can, track it from there. You can also use an animated GIF that a lot of times shows up in many of the browsers. And you You can also use different services that provide that type of interaction. But most of the time, what I really recommend is just using that image. So it's like, a click-to-play image. So it might be slightly misleading saying video and email, but it's not because it's going to an interactive page.
Right. Well, you know what? Since you're making up words, I'm going to just say that's
right,
great that's good strategery.
Strategery. I love it. I love this lively conversation that's going on here, and informative too. We are up against a break. We will be right back with Matt Frary from SmarterChaos and guest Laura Cruz, Director of Client Services for Inspire Video.
More Chaos Makes Sense after this.
Impact Radius is revolutionizing the performance marketing industry with its solutions for advertisers and agencies. Founded by industry veterans in 2008, the company is fundamentally changing the performance marketing landscape. Go to impactradius.com today to learn more about their industry-leading solutions, including tag management, media management, affiliate tracking, mobile app tracking, and more.
Affiliates make more money from your audience promoting Mtelligence. Mtelligence provides small businesses with the tools to engage, encourage, and measure customer satisfaction in real time with custom mobile surveys, rewarding participation with mobile coupons, while simultaneously building opt-in, SMS, and email marketing solutions. Take advantage as an affiliate by promoting the Mtelligence free trial offer and earn up to $20 per transaction. Join our affiliate program at mtelligence.co.
Nothing, yes, nothing that a brand or advertiser says about their product is nearly as influential as what is shared online by women. She Is Media is a unique and one-of-a-kind community designed to embrace women bloggers and their ability to share their story and drive the moment of intent. Join the Sisterhood of Sharing at sheismedia.com and make money recommending products and services that matter to you. Join sheismedia.com.
It's time now for more Chaos Makes Sense.
And I'm back with Matt Frary and Laura Cruz. So, Laura, how does video and email work best with affiliate offers? Can we get a little deeper into that?
Yeah, and this can be directed, to both, to the advertisers and the affiliate. Pimsleur language is a good example. So their landing page is an entire whiteboard video. And in preparing for the affiliate summit here in Denver, Matt, I did call them. I called up a bunch of people just to create a conversation. It was really fun to do that. But I called Pimsleur. I was like, what kind of stats can you give me? And they just really let me know that anybody who watched that video from start to finish resulted in a sale. So the video really compelled. Yeah, the video really compels to sale. So we tested. They have creatives that has like that click to play, overlay in the video, in a creative, and then we just used another creative that I actually thought would work better because it was text heavy and it had like a link to all of the languages that they offered, and I was like, oh, this one's gonna be great, and it underperformed by far against the one with the video image in the creative, the email creative.
Wow.
So that got us thinking, hey, we could do this for our own offers. So we created one for Angie's List because they had a video, but it was a talking head video, and we're like, let's work with them. We created another landing page that they approved, and we ran that. And again, with the video thumbnail in the creative and with our landing page with the whiteboard video. And it did better than theirs with just like a picture and then talking head. So
I have to tell you, I'm already thinking of clients that I need to call right after this conversation.
Yeah.
Because almost every client has some sort of video. I can think of, Dollar Shave Club. Their video is epic, right?
Yeah.
And, why don't we have that in an email, creative available for affiliates?
And I don't know if you saw this just last week, LinkedIn sent out an email, I think, and it was to do their sales, whatever their sales level is, but their email was a video email. That's all it had. It was a beautiful creative. It took up the whole email space. It, looked beautiful. It was seamless. and then had the overlay for a video. It was hardly any text. It looked really nice, and you clicked to it, went right to landing page with video, a sales video on it. So
it makes a lot of sense. I mean, oftentimes we just rely on, like I said, a big fat image that we mail out or some text.
Yeah.
And we forget that when you're marketing to folks, you're not shooting messages at them. You really need to engage them, and you need to have something that pre-sells the product. We forget a lot of times that affiliate marketing is really sales and pre-sales.
It is.
And the value of an affiliate is pre-selling that product.
Yes, it is. And we went then to solar because solar was doing really well for us. So then we created, we work with the advertiser. Like, we're not just randomly like creating stuff. Because it has to be a long-term partnership. When you're creating a video and then using it, you know what I mean? Like, this has to be a long-term partnership. This can't be kind of like a fly-by-night, this is going to go down next week campaign. There is time and investment in it. And we saw great results again with the solar. My parent company has a call center. And so we drove the leads into the call center, and people actually called us back with the video in the creative and the landing page. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, so I mean that's almost taking like our podcasts about click-to-call marketing or pay-per-call marketing and adding video to that.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about yourself. Like, how many videos do you watch during the day? Like, where are you at that you click on a video, and what compels you to do it? Because you want to see what's going on. It's a way to engage, and when you put that with email, it just takes it to a whole nother level.
For sure. Absolutely.
So succinctly, if somebody asks you what type of video is most engaging, how do you answer that?
Well, I called Brian Massey up for that. He's a conversion scientist, and I got to see him keynote a little while back on videos, and he did an extensive research. Like, when he's like a conversion scientist, he's a scientist in it. And he tested the videos that are most accessible to marketers. Okay, so this is SANS, the live action, the Super Bowl type commercials, right? He just tested talking head, whiteboard, and the webinar style. When he tested those, he found that the whiteboard videos were the most engaging by far, and it kept the eye the longest. And he made 8-minute videos. 8-minute videos, like to watch the eye on these. The whiteboard kept it the longest, and then he put all of them next to a form, and as of conversion, then the form was filled out the most with whiteboard as well. So my message to all like those ClickBank guys out there that are launching, like with their webinar style videos, is like, maybe rethink them. They actually did the poorest out of the 3.
Okay. What's been your experience, Matt? Have you played with this at all?
I'm almost ashamed to say no, I haven't. And we always ask for videos, just the videos themselves. But for some reason in my 15 years of affiliate marketing, I have never asked to put one into an email. Oh. But I will now.
Yeah, that's why you're talking to Laura. That's why she's here.
That's why I love these kind of conversations, because I just go back and make our agency better after we have these conversations.
Absolutely.
Great.
So what is the call to action then, Laura, in these videos?
Well, call to action is everything. If you have a video without a call to action, you have like a video for video's sake. And I think that you see this a lot, and this is where, the role of the marketer with a designer with a video is so important, because you'll see like videos, let's go to landing pages. Okay, or wherever it is, it has to have a strategic plan with placement. So you can't throw it the heck out there and hope that, the best happens. If it's a video that you throw out there, let's say you have one video, you put it on YouTube, you put it on every place, and then you also put it on your landing page. Well, when people if the end call to action on the YouTube video is go to my website, blah, blah, blah.com, and I go and see the same dang video on the website with the same call to action of go to my website. Well, I'm already at your website. So
right.
What my recommendation
that doesn't make a lot of sense.
It doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, if you have a form there, fill out the form. Like, what do you want to happen? When we talk to our clients, it's like, what do you want to happen? And sometimes, honestly, you have to talk to them for like a half hour or so before they really find out what they wanted to do. They're like, well, we want traffic. That's not what you want to have. We all want traffic. We'll get it. But what do you want the person to do once they get there? So if you have a form, like, hey, there's a form to the left, fill it out, press submit, press download, like walk them through it. If it's, if you want calls, add a click to call button on the video. You guys, you can do that fairly simply. All that kind of stuff. If it's in an email, let them know what's going to be there, or click here to watch the video. It's all call to action. These little words that we forget about them, I think, because we're out for a pretty video, and that's not the point.
Well, and we've always done that on TV direct marketing, right? Like they've always asked for the sale, or they've always asked for call now, or whatever it is. But I guess as internet marketers, we're so inundated with all the different channels that we just sometimes forget the basics of the call to action.
Mm-hmm. Very enlightening conversation. We have to take another quick break. We'll be back in just a moment with Matt and Laura. It's time now for Chaos Makes Sense. And we're back with Matt and Laura. Laura, we like to kind of finish out the podcast and find out what's shaking in your world and what's getting you excited and out of bed in the morning.
Well, overall, I love marketing. I love online marketing. I've been in the industry for about 11 years now, and what I really love about it is just every single day there's new possibilities and there's new opportunities. The next phone call could change your day, your month, your year, and it could come at any second. And I truly love that about our industry. I love it about, everything. There's just new ideas. Whenever I see anybody say, oh, this is hard, or this is dead, or blah, 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 it's like, what? That's where the possibility is. That's where the opportunity is. When nobody else is looking there, you could always find something to do. And I just love it. August is coming up. There's a couple of trips we'll be taking. We'll be out in affiliate summits and LeadCon in New York, and you just get to see people in the industry and meet new people, and I truly love it.
It really.
Yeah, and I'm super excited at just where the industry's headed. Just with the ideas you brought today, and with the pay-per-call going on, and mobile, and there's so much exciting stuff. I feel like we went through a little period of darkness for a short period where we were all trying to figure it out, and everybody was trying to. You basically had to let some of the dirt settle to the bottom and the cream rise to the top, and I think using mixed metaphors like that is interesting, but but I think that every day is exciting, like you said, and we're now affiliate marketing and what we're doing as direct marketers is becoming all that more important. So
great. Well, the industry is made up of entrepreneurs and visionaries and people that are pushing it forward. If we had stopped when kind of everything, the whole, everything crashed there for a while. And if we had all stopped, we wouldn't be where we are today. It's each of us pushing each other forward that are, getting to the next level of consumer engagement. It is the online marketing industry that's doing that. And as brands come in and they're like, hey, we don't know what we're doing. Well, we've been doing this for a long time, and we can help you get there to that consumer and engage with your consumer on a whole nother level, because they truly don't know how to do it, but we do.
Very well said.
Is exciting.
Yeah, very well said. If you'd like to get in touch with Matt, you can find him and the team at SmarterChaos.com, and you can find Matt on Twitter at Chief of Chaos. And to reach Laura, you can email Laura at InspireVideo.com, or you can call her by phone at 303-800-6029. We are out of time. You can follow us on Twitter at SmarterChaos, and you can join us on Facebook at Facebook.com/SmarterChaos. So I hesitate to end this podcast, but it's been a pleasure. Matt and Laura, thanks so much.
Thanks, guys. It was fun.
Thanks, Laura. Thanks, Kimberly. It's a blast, and great to hear you again, Laura.
Yeah, Matt. We'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Thanks for listening. At SmarterChaos Online Performance Marketing, we do it all. We create order from chaos, and we will drive your sales. Contact us today at SmarterChaos.com. That's www.SmarterChaos.com.